The city of Beresniki in the Perm region has an excessive concentration of industrial potential, especially in terms of heavy industry, its basic branches. This is a unique city that stands on unbounded reserves of potassium ore. It is a place of continuous extraction of minerals. Delman Haniel Shaktostroi is building UST-JAJWA mine in this very area, which has the outstanding geological characteristics. Drilling of freezing holes and frozen rock works aimed at subsequent construction of vertical shafts and conjugations of shaft with horizontal mine workings is one of the main activities of Delman Haniel Shaktostroi. Moreover, it is one of the main stages of the UST-JAJWA mine construction. Its opening ceremony was on March 14, 2012. Good luck. After opening of the construction site on March 14th, we began the pit excavation. Within the preparatory works of the pit excavation, we removed the rubble and ballast stone. Then we began the excavation to the depth of 4 meters. The topsoil was stockpiled. It will be useful afterwards. At the same time, Delman Haniel Shaktostroi paved roads and equipped workers with necessary recreation facilities. Thus, the recently empty area became a construction camp. When the pit excavation was over, we filled the pit bottom with rubble. We also constructed water diversion ditches and sumps around the pit foundation to channel water. In March, due to weather conditions, the company was confronted with difficulties. Sudden snowfall and subsequent dramatic snowmelt forced us to construct about 1,000 meters of additional drainage ditches, but it did not influence the pit preparation. On April 5th, we finished the pit excavating. On April 11th, we started assembling the Bauer machine inside the excavated pit. It is used for a slurry wall construction. We also completed mobilization of bentonite plant. A Bauer drill rig is known for its high performance, capacity, and reliability. It is the most common machine used for drilling in many countries around the world. When they completely finish machine assembling and equipping, we will start drilling to construct a slurry wall using a special tool, hydrofreezer. In the first pit foundation, slurry walls were placed at 35 meters depth. 35 meters depth is the so-called pre-sunk section of the shaft. To sink a shaft, we should do the pre-sink. That is how we lay the groundwork for the future shaft. We leave 15 meters for the ventilation duct because the ventilation ducts will go out at a depth of 15 meters. This shaft serves as an air passage for ventilation. The upcast air reaches the ventilation duct, passes through the fan, and then it is vented to the atmosphere. We are going to sink a shaft up to 8 meters in diameter, and we will construct the wall using this machine. Within the preparatory works for the first pit excavation, which will serve for the construction of the foreshaft number 1, Delman Haniel Shaktostroi began removing the top layer of soil in the second pit, thus laying the groundwork for the future. Today we can say that it is one of the milestones of construction. It means that today we finally began sinking. We carried out the drill to insert the future foreshaft number 1. We excavated 3 15-meter stopes for the Bauer drill rig.
Буровой машиной Bauer было вырыто 3 заходки по 15 метров.
After foreshaft drilling, we construct the slurry wall. we put down the metal frame, carry out casting of concrete for the ventilation duct of the future shaft number 1. Construction of the slurry wall is necessary to strengthen the future shaft as well as to provide extra waterproofing protection.
Весь принцип в том, что
The whole principle is the following. We drill a hole in the ground, then we reinforce it with metal and concrete it. We obtain a reinforced concrete construction.
заливается бетоном. Получается железобетонная конструкция.
We plan to finish the works on sinking of the foreshaft number 1 by the end of June. By this time, we will finish all the primary works and start hole freezing. The construction of the UST-JAJWA mine is on a tight schedule. Its deviation is unacceptable. That is why, in order to achieve the desired result, the Elmenhaniel shock destroy uses the maximum number of equipment that can be held on such a small plot of land, as well as the best specialists. At the first stage, the UST-JAJWA mine construction involved about 17 units of work equipment. Up to 40 people worked simultaneously on a construction site. About 100 cubic meters of topsoil were removed. 8,312 cubic meters of quarry stone were excavated in the pit number 2.